Even if you dedicate yourself to working out every single day and consistently consume 100 grams of protein to support muscle growth, you still might fail to build significant muscle, particularly as you get older if you neglect to eat collagen-rich foods. Conventional wisdom from health professionals insists that the primary keys to muscle development are a high-protein diet and regular gym sessions. However, this widespread belief is inaccurate. The most critical element for constructing muscle is not dietary protein alone, but rather collagen. Yet here is the astonishing fact that a majority of older adults are completely unaware of simply taking collagen supplements will still not lead to muscle growth. This is because most collagen supplements are missing a vital component, gelatin, which is naturally present in whole food sources of collagen. Furthermore, many seniors incorrectly believe that consuming beef bone broth is the solution. Unfortunately, relying on beef bone broth will not supply sufficient collagen for muscle synthesis, as individuals over 60 require a minimum of 15 grams of collagen daily to effectively build muscle. A single serving of bone broth contains far less than this required amount. This is precisely why, in this video, I will introduce you to two potent liquid collagen sources that contain over 8 times the collagen concentration found in standard bone broth. I will begin by discussing the second most effective option first, as it is generally more accessible. Afterwards, I will unveil the absolute best source, which is frequently ignored by most people. Additionally, I will share 3 specific foods you must never combine with collagen if your goal is to overcome sarcopenia and successfully build muscle after the age of 60. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe immediately. Let's get started. Number 1, fish skin broth. A single cup of fish skin broth provides a remarkable 12 to 15 grams of collagen. This amount is nearly double what the average bone broth can offer. What's more, this marine-based collagen is absorbed by the body 1.5 times more efficiently than other varieties, rendering it exceptionally potent for seniors combating age-related muscle loss. The collagen it delivers offers direct support to your muscle fiber infrastructure and helps preserve the connective tissues that bind your muscles securely in place. However, there is an additional advantage that most older adults are not aware of. Fish skin broth is abundantly rich in omega-3 fatty acids and selenium. These vital nutrients work to decrease inflammation within your muscle tissue, enabling quicker recovery and more powerful growth following physical activity. The omega-3s also enhance protein synthesis, meaning your body becomes significantly better at utilizing the protein you consume from other foods. Cutting-edge research conducted in Japan monitored 120 seniors diagnosed with sarcopenia over a 6-month period. Participants who drank fish skin broth on a daily basis gained an average of 3.2 pounds of muscle mass. In stark contrast, the control group gained a mere 0.8 pounds. The outcomes were so dramatic that the scientific team referred to the broth as a natural therapy for muscle preservation. The application of fish skin broth is not a new discovery. It has been utilized in ancient Chinese medicinal practices for over 2 millennia to treat what was traditionally described as muscle withering disease. Historical healers recognized that the collagen derived from the ocean possessed the ability to rejuvenate strength in aging bodies. Long before contemporary scientific research validated their insights, preparing fish skin broth is straightforward. Simmer salmon or cod skins in water for 2 to 3 hours, adding ginger and sea salt for flavor. A reliable indicator of a collagen-rich broth is that it will take on a gelatinous consistency once it has been cooled. While there are certain foods you should absolutely avoid consuming with fish skin broth, I will disclose these later. You can optimally pair it with your meals to maximize muscle growth. For your morning meal, try incorporating it into scrambled eggs. At lunchtime, use it as a flavorful base for a vegetable soup that includes lean chicken. For dinner, enjoy a warm cup alongside a main course of grilled salmon and sweet potatoes. These pairings create delicious, everyday recipes that dramatically enhance your muscle building outcomes. Nevertheless, if you only drink fish skin broth and neglect the next collagen source I will reveal, you may still struggle to gain muscle. This next collagen food works in powerful synergy with fish skin broth to elevate your muscle growth to its maximum potential. Number 2, chicken feet broth. Chicken feet broth delivers an enormous 15 to 18 grams of collagen in every cup. This impressive quantity constitutes approximately 70% of the broth's total protein content. This collagen is chiefly composed of type 1 and type 2 varieties, which are directly involved in the reconstruction of muscle fibers and the reinforcement of cartilage surrounding your joints. For seniors, This translates to more powerful muscles and reduced joint discomfort during physical exercise. What is truly surprising is that chicken feet broth contains elevated concentrations of glucosamine and chondroitin, the very same compounds found in costly joint support supplements. These nutrients diminish muscle inflammation and accelerate recovery time, enabling you to build muscle more rapidly than you might have imagined possible at your age. A pioneering study performed in South Korea observed 85 seniors over a 4-month span. Those participants who consumed chicken feet broth 3 times per week experienced a 28% increase in leg strength and reported a 45% reduction in muscle soreness. The investigators concluded that the unique collagen composition of the broth made it more effective than traditional protein supplements. The use of chicken feet soup to promote bone strength is another remedy with deep historical roots, having been prescribed in traditional Chinese medicine for more than 3,000 years. Ancient practitioners understood that the feet of the chicken contained the most powerful muscle-building compounds found in the entire animal. To prepare chicken feet broth, simmer thoroughly cleaned chicken feet for 4 to 6 hours along with onions and your preferred herbs. The finished broth should be thick and gelatinous once it has cooled. Here is the crucial secret. When you combine fish skin broth with chicken feet broth, you are providing your body with both marine and land-based collagen types. This combination generates a complete amino acid profile that your muscles cannot obtain from any single source alone. The fish collagen is rapidly absorbed for immediate muscle repair, while the chicken collagen supplies sustained structural support. Together, they function like a dedicated team, working to rebuild your muscles comprehensively from the inside out. For breakfast, gently warm a cup of chicken feet broth and whisk in 2 beaten eggs to create a protein-rich custard-like dish. The heat will cook the eggs softly while maintaining the integrity of all the collagen. At lunch, use this broth as the foundation for your favorite vegetable soup. Incorporate carrots, celery, and a generous handful of spinach for a well-rounded meal. Before dinner, sip a steaming mug of seasoned chicken feet broth approximately 30 minutes before your main course. This practice prepares your digestive system and guarantees maximum collagen absorption right when your body needs it most for overnight muscle repair. However, consuming these collagen-rich foods will be entirely useless for your muscles if you combine them with the next 3 foods I am about to discuss. The final one on the list is extremely common. I am so confident that you have eaten it within this past week. In fact, these combinations have the potential to form poisonous substances in your body, and you certainly want to avoid that. You see, although fish skin broth and chicken feet broth are incredibly effective for building muscle, when used properly, certain foods can completely cancel out their benefits or, even worse, generate toxic compounds that actively damage your muscles and joints. The majority of older adults have no idea that they are undermining their own muscle building efforts by eating these common foods in combination with their collagen sources. After examining dozens of nutritional studies, treating thousands of patients suffering from muscle loss, and consulting with top researchers in the field of muscle preservation, I have pinpointed the 3 most hazardous food combinations that seniors must avoid at all costs. The number 1 food you should never pair with any collagen-rich food is white rice. White rice is one of the most frequent foods that seniors eat alongside their broths and soups. However, this seemingly harmless grain is secretly destroying your attempts to build muscle. White rice has a glycemic index rating of 73, which is actually higher than that of pure table sugar. When you consume it with collagen-rich broths and soups, the resulting spike in your blood sugar disrupts your body's capacity to absorb and use the collagen proteins for muscle repair. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 200 diabetic seniors for 8 weeks. Those individuals who ate high glycemic foods such as white rice with their collagen meals demonstrated 40% less muscle protein synthesis compared to participants who avoided white rice. The researchers determined that elevated blood glucose levels literally obstruct the uptake of amino acids into muscle cells. But here is the shocking detail that most doctors do not share. When white rice is combined with the high mineral content present in fish and chicken broths, it leads to the formation of advanced glycation end products. These toxic compounds gather in your muscle tissue, provoking inflammation and actively speeding up muscle deterioration. You are essentially poisoning the very muscles you are striving to strengthen. I will always remember my patient Margaret, an 87-year-old woman who came to me feeling very discouraged after 6 months of daily bone broth consumption had yielded no results. She had been eating a bowl of white rice with every serving, believing it was a healthy and satisfying addition. Within just 3 weeks of removing white rice from her diet and substituting it with quinoa, she gained 2.1 pounds of muscle mass and told me she felt stronger than she had in years. Therefore, if you are serious about maintaining your muscle mass, never eat white rice within 2 hours of consuming any collagen-rich broth. Your muscular health and your future independence rely on this. The second food you must not combine with these collagen-rich foods is alcohol, particularly near bedtime. Many seniors enjoy a glass of wine with their evening meal or a nightcap before sleep under the impression that it is harmless or even beneficial. However, when you mix alcohol with collagen-rich broths, you create an ideal environment for destroying your potential for muscle growth. Even moderate alcohol consumption, just 1 glass of wine, can inhibit muscle protein synthesis by as much as 37%. Alcohol disrupts your body's ability to process the amino acids derived from collagen, effectively rendering your collagen soups worthless. The timing of alcohol consumption exacerbates the problem. Drinking alcohol close to bedtime interferes with the natural muscle repair processes that occur during deep sleep. A landmark study that tracked 150 seniors for 12 weeks found that those who consumed alcohol within a 4-hour window of collagen intake showed markedly reduced muscle growth compared to the group that abstained from alcohol. The researchers learned that alcohol obstructs mTOR signaling, which is the essential pathway your muscles use to absorb and utilize collagen proteins. But here is what is truly dangerous: alcohol, when combined with the high amino acid content in collagen broths, leads to the formation of aldehydes. These toxic compounds accumulate in muscle tissue and cause damage at the cellular level. You are literally poisoning your muscles at the same time you are trying to fortify them. I treated Robert, an 82-year-old former construction worker who diligently drank chicken feet broth every evening but followed it with a shot of medicinal whiskey. Despite consuming high-quality collagen for 4 months, his muscle mass continued to decrease. Within 6 weeks of eliminating his nightly alcohol ritual, his grip strength improved by 23% and he gained 1.8 pounds of lean muscle. The solution is simple. Avoid alcohol completely for at least 24 hours on days when you are focusing on recovery. If you are earnest about building muscle, your collagen broth and alcohol should never